Hey everybody, you're a CD. Did you know that? That's all you are. You're just a CD. Bet you didn't know that, did you? Did you know that you're a CD? Did you know that? You're just a CD. Let me explain. So let's just say, for instance, that your mind is magnetically charged. Let's just say that your mind works the same way that the birds and the fish and the animals on this planet work. That magnetism and the magnetism that you were born under, according to a peer-reviewed scientist, must be maintained in order for you to maintain your sense of self, who you are now. If the magnetic shield drops to a point that's below a certain extent, your memory will be wiped. Now, I know that sounds as insane as this video looks, which is exactly the point. Now, according to this man, two men on the Soviet space station went silent and had to be removed and were clinically insane because they lost the magnetic field and their minds could no longer function. Their memory was erased permanently, irreversibly, because they lost the magnetic shield protection from their minds. When have you ever in your life heard of so many tsunami warnings? In your parents' lifetimes, do you ever remember 5, 6, 7, 8 tsunami warnings? No. Go look back through the history. All these tsunami warnings were not around. All these landslides, all of this earth cracking, all of these volcanoes quaking. The earth is rumbling. Now, they're not going to mention to you that we are undergoing a magnetic and physical pole shift of earth that is going to be devastating to mankind, to say the least. The fact that they think they're going to be able to shield themselves from these things that we will be unable to shield ourselves from is a ridiculous notion. But nevertheless, all these tsunami warnings prove that something is off, and it has nothing to do with global warming or climate change. Yellowstone rocked by 16 earthquakes in less than 6 hours. Not on the news. None of these events are being reported. They're being reported in that area. They're shielding this area from that news. Now news is being regionalized, divided, hidden. Now you're being seen fantasy or what they call cheer news. So what you're seeing is psyops on the news. You're not hearing the real news. You're not hearing about any of the real news of the earth. Spike in Earth's vibrations could be scrambling brains with bizarre ringing noise. Now, once again, the minds of humans are being altered. Spike in Earth's vibrations, New York Post, could be scrambling brains with bizarre ringing noise. How do we know that it's not a lowering of our magnetic field by 25%, not spike in earth vibration? What does that mean? Where are you getting your information, New York Post? Who is giving you this information? Where are you getting this from? Earth vibrations. What a bunch of joke hodgepodge. These people are experiencing the effects of a magnetic and physical pole shift of Earth. And we're all going to feel it worse and worse. Scientists confirm the entire universe has a single magnetic field running through every galaxy without exception. So we have one single magnetic field running through every galaxy. One single magnetic field. What does that mean? How would they know that? They can't even see a planet out the window. It's interesting. What does this mean? The whole entire universe is getting ready to have a pole shift? That don't make any sense. Clearly, we're getting ready to have one. So something's going on with the magnetic field running through our galaxy, apparently. And a CIA leaker did say that every planet, as this thing was coming in, was having pole shifts of their own. Here, another example. The entire animal kingdom communicates at the exact same 2 hertz frequency. So animals all communicate with each other with the same frequency. So this is what they're talking about when they say energy, frequency, vibration, make up the hidden secrets of this earth. Everything is about a frequency, something is needed, a balance to keep you as you are now. If there's a change in the balance of our magnetic field, there could be very drastic changes in you, in your mind. We operate on the basis of a magnetically aligned planet that does its thing. We are in synchronization with this. If the synchronization of our planet goes off, we could be in very, very serious peril. Any logical human being that knows that birds fly north and south for the winter and know that they're doing this based on the magnetic fields of Earth and their migration patterns based upon those facts of this magnetic alignment they have with our planet that animals have. They migrate based on the North and South Pole. We are magnetically based creatures. Something happens to our magnetic field, there's a very good chance that something's going to happen to you. That's just logic. I don't need to explain that the ring of fire's popping off. But it is. Look at those numbers all around there. Look at those cute little dots. Every one of those is an earthquake. Now, where do you want to be when an earthquake hits? Because you see, the further you go inland, the less of them you see. So there they are. There's the global ring of fire activity, and wow, that's not on the news either, is it? We're spinning on a globe, man. You know, we could end up anywhere. We could end up here. We could end up there. Hell, we could end up anywhere. You never know where we're going to end up. Hell, we might even be pulled completely, out of our orbit. We might get pulled out of our orbit. We might get pulled this way. We might get yanked that way. We might get yanked, all kinds of fun stuff could happen to us. And ain't none of it going to be any good for you and those things that you like to call brains. Okay, guys? So just remember, when you're out there having fun, doing your picnics, to enjoy life and to remember that we're on a spinning globe and there's no reason or rhyme to why it does what it does. And you don't expect it to stay that way forever. Just expect this. We live in a universe that's full of the unknown. Protect yourself, stock up and prepare, and get right. Because you never know what's going to occur, or if you're going to make it, or if you ain't.